Well, hi Nebo Queens. I am super pumped to be able to bring you another video tutorial featuring items that have been on Nebotique recently. I got a ton of feedback from you ladies at the meeting that was kind of surprising to me about how much you loved the last tutorial I did on the eyeshadow and eye makeup look. So I am bringing today to you a full face makeup tutorial. And I want to show you how to use bronzer and highlighter without it having to be like over the top or intimidating, because it's actually just not that hard and it doesn't take that long, but it makes a major difference. So I really love the idea that in these few minutes that I can take to do a video tutorial, I am empowering you and giving you the confidence and the courage to not be afraid of makeup. And again, like I said the last time, makeup is not supposed to change the way you look. It's only supposed to make you look better. And the beautiful part of you, it's just enhancing that. So let's get started. I'm sure I look a little weird. I've already been asked today at the office by a couple of people if I've been crying. Clearly, it's important to wear your face makeup every day because I have done the Naked Basics Look 2 from the video tutorial before, and if you didn't check that out, you can. It is available to watch anytime on the Nebo Fairy YouTube channel. And I'm wearing my unique 3D fiber lashes. And so I'm going to start with concealer. Now, I have found just recently my new favorite concealer. I still love the It Cosmetics concealer, but this one is just a little thinner, and with all the sweating that's going on around these parts during the summer, I actually like a little bit of a thinner one. So this is the Naked Skin Urban Decay. I'm sorry everything is naked on the cosmetics. I didn't make up the names, like I said, don't hold me hostage. I'm not pro nudity, but I really like the product. So I'm just gonna dot this on underneath. So I've done my entire eye routine, okay? And then I take the concealer down. It looks like war paint. Okay, and then I take my concealer brush that is so dirty. Very sorry, do not be offended, but this is an It Cosmetics Live Beautifully brush that needs to be cleaned badly, so it looks terrible. It looks like a very dirty wet dog, but anyways, I push it into my skin. I try to get all the way up right underneath the eye, and then I start blending down. Some of you ladies that have never highlighted and contoured and don't wear a lot of concealer are probably freaking out right now. But this is my everyday routine. I am not just doing this for special occasions or to impress you. This is what I do every single day. Cash cut me. Because he scratched me, because he acts like that sometimes. We're working on it, don't judge. And so I'm going to cover that up over here. Okay, I'm gonna do the other eye. One thing to note, I usually try to rub around underneath the eye and get the redness out. Okay, so now I look even weirder. We're gonna move on to something I put in Nebotique recently. These products are well loved. You can't even tell. They look so ghetto and old, but I bought myself one of these Celebration Foundation Illuminations in the color medium. Whenever I bought you guys the It Cosmetic Foundation, you remember it came with 2 of these and this amazing brush. This is now my favorite foundation face routine I've ever had. Mostly because I love the coverage that I get without a lot of weight, and it's only one step versus prior to this, I was always wearing foundation, a liquid foundation, and then a powder over it. Now, boom, that's all I wear. And this brush, I don't know what it is, but I swirl it around, tap, tap, and then I just start. Circular motions, putting it on everywhere. I really want to blend over that concealer, but I don't have to work that hard because it does the work for me. This brush is doing it all of the work. And I like to go down a little bit underneath my chin line. I don't remember at what point somebody taught me to do the circular motion thing, but I guess it's just a more natural way to blend things out so you don't see harsh lines. If you want to prep your lips for a longer lasting lip gloss, lipstick, whatever you're gonna do, take your foundation and just sweep right over your lips. It kind of acts like a primer or a base. I forgot to mention to you that I had already put on my moisturizer that has a sunscreen in it and my Unique Glorious Primer. I was supposed to show you that, but I forgot. I may not be new to video, but I'm new to video tutorials, so patience as I get better. Thank you. Now, we've got options on the bronzers because recently I have put in the IT Cosmetics Radiance Ombre Bronzer, which I think is really beautiful, this sucker, and it's really big, which means it will last a really long time, which I'm all about that. But more recently, I put in the Unique Beachfront Bronzer. This is actually the bronzer that I've been wearing every day forever, like at least a year. I love it. I think it is so beautiful. It has a little bit of a highlighter mixed in with it, but when I'm tanner, it's not quite as distinct, and so I've been kind of going back and forth between the Unique and the IT. They both accomplish the same thing. Today, because I have been using some self-tanner on my face, I'm going to use the IT, but on any given day, I may be using Unique. So, I wanna tell you what to do when it comes to contouring, okay? And it's really not in style to do a heavy contour anymore. It's just all more blended out. So I'm gonna take this brush, which this is the brush that I put with the Unique bronzer because this is the bronzer brush that I use every day. I love this thing, and again, I feel like it does the work for you. So if you did not get this on Nebo, you can always get this on the Unique website. So I'm gonna put a good amount on there, and I'm gonna, on the IT one, I'm gonna rub it around because it is an ombre, so I wanna make sure I get all the colors on it. Tap it off, and then you kind of make the fishy face. This is what's really important. You don't wanna come down past about right here, and then it gets muddy and dirty looking. So you just go back and forth. All the way up to your hairline. The point of contouring, if nobody ever told you, see what's happening? It is darkening out this part right here, which is going to make me look like I have a more defined cheekbone in the natural way. Then I'm also going to dip a little bit more, and I'm going to go up on the hairline because this is where the sun naturally kisses your face whenever you get sun. So I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side, back and forth. And up top. Sometimes I also like to just go right under here with the extra. It doesn't add a lot, and you really can't see it, but it's just more shading to thin this out. Okay, you see what's happening already? I have the lighter underneath from the concealer, but then I blended it so that it's not so stark with the foundation. Now I've got the bronzer, so we're building our look. Now I'm taking more time to explain this to you, but typically this routine, this entire face routine, takes me maybe 4 minutes in the morning. Next I'm gonna move on to blush. This is the IT Cosmetics Radiance Ombre Blush that was in Nebo. I am loving IT Cosmetics. They're just impressing the tar out of me, and they're moving in on my love for MAC big time. And the brush that I put with the blush, amazing. Best blush brush I've ever had, for real. Gonna twirl it around in there so I get all the colors on it, tap it off, smile real big, put it on the apples of your cheeks, and brush back. Now I'm a woman who believes that more is better when it comes to blush. But you gotta know how to do it right and have the right brush so you don't look like a clown, because that's not the point. But don't be afraid of color. Don't go for those brown tones of blush. That looks muddy. That looks like your skin is an uneven tone. You want a natural flush. You want a vibrancy about you. So pink or peach, depending on your skin tone. What I love about this one is this color, because it's the ombre color, is literally a fantastic color for anybody. Dark skin, super pale skin. And then I take it up in that same zone. I actually make a 3. Somebody taught me this. So you go here, cheek, and down. This is how you achieve that natural look, because those are the places that the sun hits you, here, here, and here. Okay, Getting closer. Can you see what's happening here? Okay, I'm gonna end with the Champagne Pop highlighter that I put on the shoot that went out last week. And it is a strong highlighter, which is good in the sense that you don't need a lot, like I said on the video, and it will last forever. This is just a little brush. You can really use a lot of different types of brushes for highlighting. So I tap it for sure because I want to get off excess product. And then this is just going to go right over the top of your cheekbone. And I usually just kind of dot a little bit and go all the way up to your temple. Other side. And then I'll kind of get in there a little bit, just a little bit. I don't put any more on because I don't want to add too much shimmer and look like a disco ball. I'm in my late 30s, I'm a mom, and I don't care if I'm a fairy. I don't need to look glittered up. We've passed that stage, you know what I mean? So, I like going down the nose because it almost just gives you that dewy look without too much sparkle. And then in the Cupid bow, which gives you the dewy look, but it also makes your lips have a really distinct pout without anyone knowing why. Kind of like a secret. I love it. So I'm just gonna put on lip gloss. And if you wanna know what this is Buxom. This is a great brand of lip gloss. I love it. The pigments are great, so it really doesn't take a lot. It lasts a long time. It has a lip plumper in it, which I don't necessarily need. It doesn't make me look like this or anything. It's not like a legitimate plumper. This color is called Kanani. I think all of the names of the lip glosses are named after women. So, I don't know. Have you ever met somebody named Kanani? Maybe if I went to Hawaii, I would. Pretty name, but whatever. Gotta always finish with the lips. Those of you that bought the lip bonbons from Unique recently, I'm starting to wear those all the time. I love them, especially whenever I'm just running around during the day or at home. They're so moisturizing, but they do have a tint of color. I'm also going to end with this Benefit Gimme Brow Gel because when I put on my face makeup, I typically will mess up my eyebrows and that ain't gonna fly. So you don't have to do this. You can just use a brush if you want. If you have an eyebrow brush, you can spray it with hairspray and do this at the end and accomplish the same thing, but you know, since I'm so big on the eyebrows, I like the fact that this is a little bit more heavy duty. So there you go. I have taught you how to contour and highlight and put on foundation with these amazing brushes. And now you know how to use all these products that hopefully you've purchased. And if you didn't, I'm going to be putting more of these same products on Nebo in the coming weeks, or you can always go out and spend your own money, but why would you do that when you can shop for free at Nebo? In order to do that, you gotta get back to work. See you later.